Ekelem ndị baye, ekelem ndị Igbo. Ndị baye, ana m ekele unu, ana m eji ohere a na-asị unu ụtụtụ ọma. Na-ekele unu ebe ọ dị nnukwu, na-asị ya gaziere Igbo. Ya gaziere onye ukwu, gaziere onye nta. Ndị baye na-asị ebe nwa sịrị ya ụwa, ya hiri ikwe. Ụbọchị kede taa ndị buru ibu na-ajụ m ka ma m ga-eji na-abịa n'ikuku, mana amaghị m ka m ga-esi na-emetụrụ unu na mmụọ nọ n'ikuku, maka na ihe a na-apị apị ohiri nne. Ka m kwụtụrụ ndị be anyị na-abatago m n'ikuku. So if you would like to join the by Abatagom Nikuku Dodrono Agazie Isiokum Taburibu I would like to touch many things, many topics today, and in most of the topics you may be more informed than me on those issues, but I would like to look into it. You know, our people are, as we are agitating to pull out of our nation, Nigeria, as we are looking for different strategies to achieve our aim, you know, the issue of sovereignty and freedom. There are things that are now disappearing in most of our people's brain, you know. Welcome to Mirror African Television. Greetings, my people. I can see somebody's walking. I don't know whether you are picking the noise. The noise is too much. I don't know why they are doing it now, but I will continue. The issue I would like to touch today is this noise is too much. Somebody is walking in his room, you know, so I don't know whether you people are picking the noise, but I will still continue, but it's disturbing me here now. So what I would like to add or say today is all about old history, to remind our people where we started from. A little to teach our people a little bit about ourselves, you know. Many people may be asking, why do you think that Nigeria is no longer working today? Why do we normally use the word that we are being dominated by the Northerners? And why do the Northerners try to dominate all part of Nigeria? Was Nigeria made this way at the beginning? At the first time? How did we start? You know, those questions is something that we have to be asking ourselves and looking for answers, searching for solutions and more infos on those areas. So I would like to remind our people about Michael Okpara. Most of you, the youths of today, will know nothing about Michael Okpara. But our big brothers, our fathers, will know much about Michael Okpara. You know, when we are talking about the Northerners, they do present their elites, their political elites. They do project them. They do sell their ideology of those people. But we think that we doesn't have elites. And the history of our people are disappearing. The great men of the Eastern region are no longer existing in the memories of our people. Welcome to Mirror African Television. My duty today is to play. I'm using a program. That program will read a little bit about Michael Okpara, but it may make mistakes in mentioning names like Igbo names because it's English program. Where they make mistake, I will be able to correct it through the normal pronunciation, you know. So let me proceed. Let me enlighten our people I have shared this Michael Okpara on my Facebook page. You may go there and read it, and you may also search about Michael Okpara, born on the 25th December 1920. He's from Umuahia. You know, if I mention Umuahia, you will say Nam is from Umuahia. Great people are from old Imo State. I love using the word old Imo State because Umuahia is what the Nigerian government are using to divide and put borders between us so that they will divide the minds of our people and separate you from your heritage, from your tribe, from your people. But all of us are one. Imo State are being created out of Anambra State, and Abia State is being created from Imo State. All of us are one people. So let me proceed. Let the program start reading the history of our senior man, the political elites of the Eastern region.
Michael Ihanekera Okpara, December 25, 1920, December 17, 1984, was a political leader and premier of Eastern Nigeria during the First Republic, from 1959 to 1966. At 39, he was the nation's youngest premier. He was a strong advocate of what he called pragmatic socialism and believed that agricultural reform was crucial to the ultimate success of Nigeria. Life. Michael Okpara, Igbo.
Michael Okpara, the program means Michael Okpara from Igbo. That means he's from in Umuahia in Abia State. So he mentioned Sorry for that, but I'll be correcting it.
Igbo was born in December 25, 1920 at Umuahia, in the present-day Abia State of Nigeria.
That means Michael Okpara he's from Igbo land, was born December 25th, 1920 at Umuahia in the present-day Abia State in Nigeria. So let me continue.
Nigeria. Although he was the son of a laborer, he was able to attend mission schools and later went to Ozuakoli Methodist College.
That means Ozuakoli Methodist College. So he called it Uzakoli. So Ozuakoli Methodist College. That's
college, where he won a scholarship to study medicine at Yaba Higher College, Lagos. Completing his medical studies at the Nigerian School of Medicine, he worked briefly as a government medical officer before returning to Umuahia to set up a private practice and hospital. A private practice. While involved in his practice, he developed an interest in the Zikist movement, named after Nnamdi Azikiwe, a militant wing of the National Council of Nigeria and the Cameroons, NCNC. After rioting workers were shot by police at the Enugu coal mines in 1949, Okpara was arrested for his alleged complicity in inciting the riot, though he was soon released. After the granting of internal self-rule in 1952, he was elected into the Eastern.
When we are granted the self-rule, the Eastern region we are granted self-rule in 1952. So, if we are talking about ruling ourselves, going back to regional leadership, before Nigerian independence, Eastern region have been granted self-rule under the British government.
Eastern Nigerian House of Assembly on the NCNC platform. Between 1952 and 1959 he held various cabinet positions in Eastern Nigeria, ranging from Minister of Health to Minister of Agriculture and Production. In 1953, when NCNC legislators revolted against the party leadership, he remained loyal and joined forces with Azikiwe. In November 1960, when Azikiwe left active politics to become Nigeria's first African Governor-General, Okpara was elected leader of the NCNC. His outspoken manner led to a severe strain in relations between his party and the ruling Northern People's Congress. After independence, Okpara was the leader of the NCNC and premier.
When he said Okpara, he meant Okpara. Sorry for that. Sorry for the pronunciation. When the program says Okpara, that means Okpara. I will still walk into it to correct so that the program can be able to pronounce Okpara very well.
Premier of Eastern Nigeria during the First Republic from 1959 to 1966. Although he was one of the politicians detained soon after the military coup of January 1966, he survived the army revolt, in which 2 other premiers were killed. A strong advocate of what he termed pragmatic socialism, he believed that Nigeria's salvation depended on a revolution in agriculture. To this end, he acquired and managed a large farm in his hometown, called Umuahia Mixed Farms.
Called Umuahia Okpara Mixed Farms. So,
farms, which inspired many Eastern Nigerian leaders to follow suit. He also championed the educational and infrastructural development of Eastern Nigeria. He never owned a house of his own while he was in government. When the Nigerian Civil War ended, he went into exile in Ireland. Before his return from exile in 1979, his close associates and beneficiaries took up a collection to build him a house in his village.
Did you hear that? During the time this man was serving under the Eastern region self-governance, he couldn't even build a house. He doesn't even siphon no money to build a house of his own. But they developed it. Look, the thing that Nigeria destroyed through the Civil War is not built by the Nigerian government. Those infrastructures you see there was built by the self-governing body of the Eastern region around 1952, before Nigerian independence. And men listening to what this program is reading out, due to his outspoken and his position and his ideas, he does have conflict with the Northern People's Congress. That means the hatred did not start today. Maybe what we are talking about today, we are making mistakes. These guys doesn't want us to see daylight. And we must continue what we are doing until we go back to self-governance, because the British that brought us together is truly, they amalgamate all of us together, but still they give us the regional, give us independent to govern our side, manage our resources, and pay tax to the central government. That is why we could be able to develop our area to see the development and the education power and the economic power of Eastern region, because it has been in the blood and the love of the people. Because when we govern ourselves, manage our affairs, my God, if I thought that the military do not took over and this thing continues, maybe by today Eastern region will be the Shanghai of the world, or the Japanese of the entire planet. This is where we started. This is where we started.
Village, Umuahia. Okpara died on December 17, 1984. Legacy. He is a member of the Royal Academy of Physicians of Great Britain. Michael Okpara Way, in Abuja, is named after him, as is the Michael Okpara University of Agriculture in Umudike, Okpara Square in Enugu, Michael Okpara College of Agriculture in Imo State, since renamed the Imo State Polytechnic.
And I doesn't know why the Imo State will change Michael Okpara University to Imo State Polytechnic, because this man is one of the greatest people of the Eastern region, and we're supposed to keep the legacy, still promote and teach the young youths about what this man did, the love they have for Eastern region.
Polytechnic. He received the award of GCON, Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger, one of Nigeria's highest honors, in 1964. There is a statue of him in Enugu State, and also another statue of him in Umuahia, the capital of the present-day Abia State.
Why can't we have the statue of this man in Imo State? During his own tenure, when he was serving his Eastern region government, he was born the current day Imo State. If you look at his birth certificate, he may be from Imo State, or he was born Anambra and then created Imo at the end of the day, and today Umuahia. These great men, we should keep their legacy. We should put them where the young youths, so that, look, history is power, my people. If you doesn't know your history and doesn't know the heritage of your forefathers, I may jump into your life and tell you rubbish. I made you to understand that your forefathers are foolish and non-entities. They didn't even know how to write their names. Somebody else will come and write that history for you. And it should be in our gene to defend the history of our forefathers, to protect. The Yorubas do mention the names of their elites upon they are not yet dead. They don't want that name to die off. You know, in Nigeria, I heard that the only person that has a library of himself is Obasanjo. But we claim in Igbo land that we are the most educated. How many of you, even though the governors, the political elites today, how many of them are writing their biography, writing their history, having somebody beside them that is speaking every footstep you take, so that tomorrow children will be able to read about you? But because corruption have taken over, he doesn't want those things to come into book. He doesn't want people to read that you siphon your people's money, you turn people to become wretched. That's why nobody is promoting somebody writing about their history, writing their legacy. Like Mbakwe, the whipping governor. Today you cannot read about Mbakwe in any book. We are throwing our histories away. Our histories remain on mouth. You talk. Before 2-3 generations, the thing will evaporate. Why don't we put those things in writing? Today, there are videos. If you know anything history of somebody, you may say the history, protect it, set it as audio. It will not damage again. It will remain on server, on air, forever and ever. Whenever somebody writes something, it will pop up. Somebody is calling. Let me see who is calling. Hello, the call on the line. Can you hear me? Good morning. Are you watching me now live? Adema. Are you watching me now? Okay, I'm live, then I will talk later. Okay. So, sorry, he just called. I have to pick the calls of our people because most of them have questions and need clarifications. So, I'm sorry for that, but we need to promote, teach, educate our young youth about the political powers that put the infrastructures in Eastern region. The current of Imo State and Abia State, all the solid infrastructures running there is being built by Mbakwe. After Mbakwe, nothing else has been implemented on that area. This one that is ruling Imo State today, the man that is ruling Imo State, Mr. Okorocha, he will tell you that his legacy have surpassed Mbakwe in mouth. But we are the people watching the football. We watch the football of Mbakwe, and we are watching the football that Okorocha is playing today. And the player in the field is trying to tell us that he play more than 80 Mesen. He play more than Okocha, JJ Okocha. It is we, the watchers outside the field, will tell you who played best and who win the game. So that is one side of it. I would like us to keep on promoting the history of our political elites, so that the young youth today would know that there are people that establish what we are enjoying today. God bless you. So let me go to the topic of today. I have a special topic. The special topic of today, because I just touched around this Michael Okpara history. Most of you may know about one of our brother. He's called Professor Maduike Ezeibe. I don't know whether most of you have heard of him. Maybe yes, maybe not. Look, it is only you and I that can promote the goodness in our area. The only good thing that people knows about us is Yahoo, criminal, money lovers, and all sorts of bad names. Nobody tell you that the economy hub of Nigeria is being managed by the Igbo people. They don't promote you and they don't sell you out. Rather, they sell the bad side of you. And that bad side they're selling is not only your own bad side. Many are using your name to do bad things. Yes. Who doesn't love money on this planet? But they will try to make it in a sense that it's only you that love money past the other one. But everybody needs money to run his affairs on this planet Earth. So what am I not saying? We have a brother. This our brother. His name is Professor Ezeibe. Professor Ezeibe is a scientist, medical scientist. This man, let me show you his picture. This man you are seeing there now, he have researched and find the cure to HIV and AIDS in Nigeria. He has proved his work. He has proved all that he can do. Even most of his medication, he has gotten the patent in Nigeria, begging the federal government to help him to get the patent to protect his own medication and the way to treat this disease in the international community. But do you know what is the problem today? The problem of this man is he came from a wrong tribe. Mr. Ezeibe, the way they do project this professor in Nigeria, they said he claimed, they used the word claimed, but the military will use the vaccine that was made. I don't know where they do that concoction. Nobody knows the content of those vaccines that will jump into schools in our areas to start injecting people. 1 minute, let me see. Somebody is ringing my bell. I'm coming, my people, just 1 minute. Hello? So I am back. I'm sorry for that. But this man, he have been working very hard, researching, gotten the solution to the problem that everybody is, most of the people are afraid to have affairs with their loved ones because of the disease. It is our duty to sell what we have, to promote them, to make the world to know about these people. His name is Professor Maduike Ezeibe. Go and research about him. Share his ideas. Promote what he's doing. Because he comes from a wrong tribe, they are not ready nor willing to sell him out, because what he found will promote and enlarge the economy of the Eastern people, Eastern region people, which the Nigerian government doesn't want. The government, a whole nation, has somebody, even though his own can slow down that virus. If it is international community, they will try to modernize it, sell it out, and protect everything, the whole content. But due to this man came from a wrong tribe, the Igbo people, he's from the eastern part of Nigeria, the Nigerian government are not ready to look, my people. Are we for real? This man brought out the solution to the cure of AIDS and HIV. And Nigerian government is not ready nor willing to support him, to promote him, even to show the African continent that we can cure your diseases. We have the cure. Hatred, tribalism, envy made them to throw this man under the carpet. This man have traveled abroad, all corners of the planet, but his government is not behind him to protect what he found. Are we still one Nigeria? Can you give me the reason I should still exist or operate under the people that will never support anything that come out of our area? Let us go. Let us go and cure ourselves. Let us go and treat ourselves. Let us go and handle our affairs. Let us go and do our things. My people, stop being afraid. We are blessed people. We are blessed people. God gave us everything we need to survive as a human. The history made it directly to us now. We got the independence of self-governance of our area 1952, before the independence of Nigeria. We developed our area. We built our area. Our area wasn't built by Nigeria. Our area was built by we ourselves. This man, you are seeing his face there, he's the great man of Igbo land. One of the greatest people in our area that we need to promote. But they will go and bring concussion from somewhere else and jump into schools, start injecting children without informing the entire community, without informing the state, without informing the parents of the children. Instead of them to come out to say sorry, we didn't mean to hurt you. The Nigerian military start lying before the eyes of their people that some people went and put on their military clothes and start injecting people, lying before your citizens. Why must we trust you? Why must we be with you? Why must we cooperate with you? Why must you be in our life? Why, let me ask you, why should we be one nation? Why? Do we speak the same language? Do we have the same culture? And who says that we must be together? Where did we sign it? Which agreement that said that we must be under the caliphate of the Northerners? What makes us to be one country? Why should we be one? You will be going to your village meeting. Are you going to invite me, Yoruba man? If you are going to your community meeting, are you going to invite me if we be one? Should we do it together? Awasa people, when you are going to your secret conversation meeting, do you invite Igbo man? What makes us to be one? Why should we be under this umbrella? There is nothing. If this man, if people like this man will come out to bring something that you are fighting to deviate the economy from oil, and you see the second crude oil coming out because he's coming from a wrong tribe, you sweep him under the carpet. Why should we be one nation? International community are calling Africans black continent. The only person that saved us a little is Emegwalo, the man that built they solved the mathematics of supercomputer. He's also from Igbo land. If at all he wasn't in the United States, nobody will heard about him. And this name pop up the time one man came from international community and said that Africa have never produced anything that helped mankind. Before, research has said that, point of correction, Emegwalo is the founder and the solver of supercomputer. That is how Professor Emegwalo pop up on air. And we know that there is one Igbo man in US that put the United States in forefront of the whole world. After Japan subdued America in supercomputer, it's Emegwalo that solved the largest mathematics that put America in their position today. He's from Africa and he's from Igbo land. He's a Biafra. Now this man has come out with the cure of AIDS that have wiped the entire planet because he come from a wrong tribe in Igbo land. Even went to that Okpara University in Umuahia. They now sweeping everything about him under the carpet. If the Nigerian press want to carry him, they say that the man that claimed, where there no people they tested those drugs on. Why don't you people go and interview those people, meet their private doctors, ask, did this man medicine really cure their sickness? Before he came out, they tested it and they see that it works. International community have been testing it, see that it's active. But Nigeria is telling you this man claims. Oh my people, we have no reason. There is no reason that you will give me, that will make me to accept that we should be under this umbrella. This umbrella is not for us. It can never work. It can never work. We are not one. We can never be one. Nothing made us one. Not culture, not language, not way of wearing clothes, no way of life, not how everything is different about us. And my people made me to understand, before the colonial masters, no tribe in Nigeria or Africa has ever conquered Igbo land. They were subdued by the British. And today, as we are today, we will keep on fighting. Either you give us Biafra, we leave Nigeria, or you leave us to govern ourselves, handle our affairs. That's all I have for you, my people. God bless you. Remain blessed. Keep on researching about your people, researching about yourself. You are something special. Bye-bye for now.